we might have Kathy Bell with us.
You do.
Look at that. So we have got Kathy Bell. Skype is so fun. I searched for Kathy Bell and I just sent one of those little emoji hi things to every single Kathy Bell I could get my hands on. And hopefully one of them will get back with me. I've been waiting for the day when I send a deal to one of these people and they all get back with me. It's never going to happen, but I think it would be fun if it did. Kathy joins us today here on the old Skype, the old Skype-a-rooney. And Jaybird Wells is with us today with her ears. And it is... It is quite the day. We were just talking with Jay about the fact that apparently she has 25,000 Facebook accounts, and they're all in Facebook jail today. So it's quite the deal. But Kathy joins us today here on our broadcast, and Kathy sent me an email fairly recently of a song that we're going to play here in a little bit. So I guess I'll just start with, who the hell is Ma Bell?
Ma Bell is kind of like the lady there with the ears. She's a funny little character, and it started out Ma Bell. I wear an old fishing hat, and it actually started, I wrote a fishing blues song, and it's the craziest little jingle ever. So we put a fishing hat with lures, and it was meant for promotion. But now I actually go out, and she actually kind of reminds me a little bit of the Minnie Pearl character. A lot happens to me when the music goes that I don't even know what I'm doing until I watch the videos later.
Kathy Bell joins us today here on our broadcast, and she is very entertaining. She has somehow, some way hit on this marketing deal, and she sent me an email, and I was like, okay, I gotta have Kathy Bell on this program today. So Kathy is here to kind of lift our spirits with some of the shenanigans that are going on in the world. And Kathy, of course, was born and raised in Indiana, of all places. And she's been singing and playing the piano at the age of 10. So tell us a little bit about some of your musical background, my friend.
Well, I have always grown up with music. My grandfather was a preacher, so they trained me early to play the piano. And my dad, he actually reminded me a lot of Hank Williams. We would have a lot of family get-togethers when I was young, and they would just all bring out their guitars. Most of his side was from Kentucky, and it was kind of an interesting, diverse family because some of my family raced and they cussed like sailors, and then the other side of my family were godly people. So somehow I got into all that music. There was no getting away from it.
That's awesome.
So it was like a Squirrel Family Revival or something?
Yeah. And I'd been the first one that would have liked to have been in that video. That was hilarious.
It is Kathy
just
Bell.
Went over Jiggy's head.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. 90% of the time I don't even know my own name. So it's quite the deal. So Kathy, tell me who Bob is.
Bob Mcgilpin. This is funny because you've read the articles. I didn't really know about Bob until I've written 2 songs with him now. The first one is a little silly tobacco barn. And it is crazy. Yeah, about a tobacco barn. A barn was smoking one day, and I said, "What's wrong with that? We need to call the fire department." And they were just smoking tobacco. So I gave the song to Bob.
Did actually show up?
No, we didn't call. My friend knew it was tobacco. It was me that was in the dark. But anyway, Bob put music to that. So I started this America She's Crying like last election. And when COVID hit, I stopped and I just did a total rewrite. And I said, Bob, do you think you could put the music to this? And I sent it to Bob, and he had the music in no time. Well, then I read about Bob in a different interview. And he has actually had some #1 hits. And back in the disco era, I was quite impressed when I seen, some of the videos. And I'm like, I had no idea, really of his success. I mean, I really kind of was like, wow, because I could call him and it's like we become really good friends, and I didn't know anything at all about him. And I was clueless. And so I try not to make that a big deal, but he is a big deal. They call him the best well-kept secret in Nashville. And he's really good to help writers and to work with us. And I mean, he's just amazing person. As a person, he's amazing. And I can't say enough good about Bob.
So how do you help out writers?
Well, I mean, like for this instance, I was kind of in writer's block, and he actually helped write the music. It was intended I was going to go the video, but he ended up allowing me to go ahead and send this song out with him singing the song. But I mean, I've heard there was a video out about Bob with all the different writers that he has kind of worked with, maybe worked with more than helped. But I mean, he's just amazing. Like, I just can't say thanks enough to him or build him up high enough. I think that's a funny thing. I mean, I just feel blessed to have had the opportunity to work with Bob. I don't know if I'm saying that all right, but
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Fine.
That's awesome. We have got Kathy Bell with us today. She joins us live here in our broadcast. So tell us about this song that we're going to play here in a few, America's Crying. She's crying,
well,
apparently.
She is crying. When I wrote America She's Crying, 4 years ago I started it. And my intent back then was with all the school shootings and the trafficking, the kid trafficking. It was on my heart, and the title just came, America She's Crying. Well, I totally put it away. And when COVID hit, I ended up in my room totally just kind of, this is bad. And that was before the riots, but this is bad. So I picked up my pen. I'm like, I really should finish that song. And it was amazing. I just ended up scratching everything that I'd wrote and totally doing a rewrite and revamp. And then, Bob, when I sent to him, I said, can you do something with this? He actually helped me edit a few of my lyrics, and he wrote the music to America She's Crying. And but it's actually talking about in the whole song about how we need, with all this going on, we need to band together as Americans, and we need to stand strong. And it's talking about, prayer and, how God can turn this around. But things are just so bad that when that song came back to me finished, I just about wept, really. And then, when I've read the articles that were written about this song, I did cry, I have to admit. But it's a pretty powerful song, and to me, I feel like it's wrote for America. It's not something that I really would ever think about. A moneymaker song, I think it's something that a lot of Americans can relate to the lyrics. I don't know if I'm saying that all right, because I'm not a very serious person. But when I talk about America She's Crying with everything that's going on, I feel like crying. And
Yeah, thanks for that.
yeah, it's like, it's really bad. And, I can't even believe in all my years that we're seeing what we're seeing.
It is a great guest with us today. Kathy Bell joins us here in our program. So, Kathy, how do we find you guys on social media, websites, all these things? How do we find you guys?
I'm everywhere. On
That's
Facebook, you
awesome.
can find me under Ma Bell. It's like Ma Bell at Fishing Blues. I'm on Indie Gospel. It's like kathybell.com on Indie Gospel. And you can actually download America She's Crying there and read all about my bios, and all that's there. And then obviously YouTube. Again, that's under my Kathy Bell channel. And I have a website that's kathybell.net, but we don't really have America She's Crying on there. We need to get it on there. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, but I can't remember those there. But I'm everywhere.
That's fantastic.
I DJ and I act the fool when I'm DJ, and I'm a DJ as well. I do.
That's awesome.
When the COVID hit, it's been really interesting because people were afraid to go to church. So the newest thing that I'm doing is actually DJ and worship services at the park. And that's kind of nice because people were afraid to go to church. And I did a Sweet 16 party last night. So I actually get out and do the wobble and the cha-cha slide, the get up, all of those dances with these kids.
Slide.
I'm not ever going to get old. I don't
That's
think.
awesome. That's awesome.
That's because dancing is known scientifically to lower the age of the brain cells.
That should work for a long time. There's times I'll dance and I'll be hurting so bad. I'm like, I'm going to go do it again.
Yep.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, Kathy, I appreciate you making time for me and Jay today. Thanks for coming on. We're going to play this song real quick, and you can also find it on YouTube. It's America She's Crying. And thanks for joining us today, Kathy. Appreciate it, my friend.
Thank you for having me here. I enjoyed it.
Appreciate it.
And thank you for playing.
Yes. We are going to get to that. We are going to get to that track here real quick because that is basically what we need to be doing. And when we come back, we've got more on the other side.
What's happened to America? She used to be so strong. The things that she's now seeing, they are so very wrong. Her people need to stand together and put up a good fight. Her morals and her constitution have been compromised. America's seeing many things she thought she'd never see. Now she is wondering who will her next leader be. Will they be corrupt or will they keep our country free? Only time will tell and we'll just have to wait and see. America, she's crying. Keep standing tall, let's give it all we've got. America, she's crying. Let's take our country back, 'cause we the people are the boss. It's time for us as a nation to finally say enough is enough. America, she's crying. As some backbone stand together even when the times get tough. America is wondering what will happen next. Can she survive the hard times as she faces many tests? It's time now as a nation we take some time today. Believe in God we trust as we bow our heads and pray. America, she's crying. Keep standing tall, let's give it all we've got. America, she's crying. Let's take our country back, 'cause we the people are the boss. It's time for us as a nation to finally say enough is enough. America, she's crying. Have some backbone, stand together even when the times get tough. It's only with God's help that we can turn this around. If we follow him, he'll put us back on solid ground. God will one day show us we have nothing to fear. When we place our faith in him, he'll dry every tear. America, she's crying. America, she's crying. America, she's crying. Oh, stop your crying.
What I really like about the movies, I like the preview.